Welcome back! It's Nikki of Nikki's Homemade Craft, and today I'm going to teach you how to crochet this beautiful Afghan square, which is part of the Moogly crochet along. And this is Afghan square number 20, and you will be able to find the written instructions down below. You can find the free to view version on our website, nikkishomemade.com, or you can get the ad-free version on Ravelry and Etsy as a PDF, or in the Crochet Club, our membership with over 400 ad-free patterns, printables, and of course, weekly live tutorial teaching you exactly what you want to be taught, as well as monthly get-togethers twice a month. Oh, we have so much fun. It is amazing. I hope to see you in the Crochet Club soon. Now let's get started with this beautiful square. I'll tell you about the materials and then we'll get started. Let's go. To get started with this square, you're going to need some Red Heart with Love yarn. You're going to need some Red Heart with Love yarn. I'm using white, red, and green. Although the red is called Holly Berry and the green is called Evergreen, but I'm just going to refer to white, red, and green. You're going to need mostly white and red and just a little bit of the green. You could totally replace the green with one of these colors if you like, but I liked a little bit of a color splash for this specific project. I'm also using a 6mm crochet hook. Let's get started with the red and the white, but first, just red. Start with a magic ring and chain one. That one does not count as a stitch. It's just there to hold the magic ring in place, just like you can see right here. You're going to insert your ring finger into the magic ring because it's going to create some tension and it's going to make the whole process a little easier. Start with an alternative turning chain or a stacked single crochet. That is what I do. You can also make a chain of 3 and count it as a stitch. For the stacked single crochet, you're going to make a single crochet and then insert your hook into the loop that's closest to your yarn finger, yarn over and pull through. And you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through. You made a stacked single crochet and it counts as a double crochet stitch. You're now going to add 11 double crochet stitches additionally to the ring. Once you're done, close the ring and slip stitch to the first stitch. I like to do my slip stitches the invisible way, but you can totally do the regular way. In order to do the invisible way, all you have to do is pull out your loop a little bit, take your hook after you removed it from your loop and insert it into the first stitch that you made, which was the stacked single crochet. So I'm going right here on the top through those 2 loops, and then I'm going to attach my loop again and pull it through. So it's more kind of a relocation of the loop, and it's a slip stitch, but kind of the invisible way. We're now going into the next round, and it's going to be single crochet stitches. So I'm not going to make a chain of 1. If you like to do that, you are totally free to do so. I prefer not having it because it's going to make it cleaner looking. We're now going to go into the first stitch and we're going to crochet 1 single crochet, and then we're going to crochet 2 single crochets in the following stitch. Now let's repeat that. 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets. Do this all the way around and then finish with a slip stitch. Once you're done, it's going to look like this, and you're going to pull out your loop a little bit more and kind of just drop your color because we're now switching over to white. What you're going to do is you're going to make a slip knot right there and you're going to add it to your hook. Then you're going to insert into the very first stitch made and you're going to make a single crochet stitch. I like to carry my yarn here to weave it in at the same time, but you can totally do that later if you like. In the next stitch, crochet 1 single crochet, and then in the following stitch, 2 single crochets. So now let's repeat that. 1 single crochet in 2 stitches, so 1 in each, and then 2 single crochets in the following stitch. Now repeat this all the way around. Finish up with a slip stitch at the end of the round. Once you're done, it's going to look like this. We're now going to transition back to double crochet stitches, but now we're going from circles 2 squares. So let's do that. So you're going to start with, again, an alternative turning chain or stacked single crochet. So I showed you earlier how to do that. Let's do it one more time so that you remember. You make a single crochet and then insert your hook into the loop that's closest to your yarn finger and pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, then yarn over, pull through, and that is your stacked single crochet stitch. You're now going to crochet 1 more double crochet in the exact same stitch. That is going to be half our corner. Okay, so we're now going to crochet our flat area, a corner, flat area, corner, flat, corner, flat, and then finish up the very first corner, which means it's going to be, the slip stitch is going to be in the area in between here in that very first corner. So we're starting the corner, but we're going to finish it at the end of the round. That way our slip stitch is every time in the corner and it's going to make it easier to hide. Make sense? So let's do that. After we made the 2 double crochet stitches right here, one of being the alternative turning chain, we're now going to crochet 5 more double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're now going to crochet our corners. The corner is going to be 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch, a chain of 1. You can make a chain of 2 if you prefer, but I'm just going to do a chain of 1, and then another 2 double crochet stitches. You're now going to repeat that 5 double crochet stitches in a row, the corner, so meaning 2 double crochet stitches, chain of 1, 2 double crochet stitches, and repeat that all the way till the end. And I'm going to show you how to finish up the very last or first corner. So once you have this much done, it's time to finish our first/last corner. So we made half of that corner already. So now we need to do the other half. So you're going to go back into the exact same stitch and you're going to crochet 2 more double crochet stitches into the exact same stitch. Then you're going to make a chain of 1 and you're going to slip stitch to the first stitch, which was the stacked single crochet stitch. So again, I like to do the invisible way, but you can totally do the regular way. Once you're done with that, we're going to switch to green. So what you're going to do is you're going to insert your hook right into that chain of 1 space / slip stitch, right? And you're going to put your slip knot on your hook, pull it through. You're going to carry your yarn here with you at the same time, and you're going to make a chain of 2. Now that chain of 2 will not count as a stitch, but we're going to need that as a foundation for the linked crochet stitches that we're about to do. These are going to be specifically linked double crochet stitches. So linked crochet is part of the Tunisian crochet family, but it uses a regular crochet hook, which is cool. Okay, so it's pretty much double crochet stitches that are linked together with each other. So when you look here, these are double crochet stitches, right? But there are gaps in between, right? Well, linked crochet is going to prevent that. So we're going to have one area where we're going to have some linked crochet. So let me show you how that works, okay? So we made our chain of 2 right here. Remember, we're going to carry here our green with us, so make sure it's there so that way you don't have to weave it in later. And if the white is kind of getting loose a little bit, just pull it there a little bit so that way it doesn't get too big because we dropped that yarn, right? So what you're going to do, and it may be hard to see since it's green, you made a chain of 2 and you're going to insert your hook into the first chain made like so. Yarn over and pull through. That is your yarn over for the double crochet stitch. Now you're going to insert it back into that chain space, yarn over and pull through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to finish it up like a double crochet stitch. So now you made your very first linked double crochet stitch. Now let's make another one in the exact same space. So you're going to insert your hook into the horizontal bar that was now created. It may be a little hard to see since it's green, but there's a horizontal bar right here. You're going to insert your hook into that, and you're going to yarn over and pull through. That is your yarn over for the double crochet stitch. Now insert into the space, yarn over, pull through, and finish it up like a double crochet stitch. So you now made 2 linked double crochet stitches in the same space. We're now going to crochet 1 linked double crochet stitch per stitch until we hit the corner, and then I'll show you the corner again, just because it is linked crochet, maybe a little bit different. So let me show you how that works. But for now, let's do the regular linked double crochet stitches, 1 stitch per stitch. Okay, I'm going to show you the beginning here. So again, you're going to insert into that horizontal bar. You're always going to do it that way. Yarn over and pull through. That's your yarn over for the double crochet stitch. Now go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and finish it up like a double crochet stitch. Now go into the next stitch and do the exact same thing. So every time go into the horizontal bar, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and finish it up like a double crochet stitch. Continue that until you hit the corner, and then I'll show you how to do the corner. All right, we are now in the corner, or better, we're about to be. So here is that corner piece, of meaning where the chain of 1 is. What you're going to do is you're going to continue doing linked double crochet stitches, but right into the corner. So there's going to be 2 of them. So let's do that. Here's 1 and here's 2. So there's 2 linked double crochet stitches in the corner so far. You're going to make a chain of 1. And now we need to have that little bit of a space right there, okay? What you're going to do now is you're going to make a double crochet stitch, regular double crochet stitch, like so. And now you're going to start over on the linked double crochet stitches. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that 1 loop. There's going to be like a kind of almost like a diagonal loop here on that double crochet stitch. Insert your hook right into that and pull up a loop, and then go back into that chain space and pull up a loop and finish it up like a double crochet stitch. So now you connected a linked double crochet stitch to a regular double crochet stitch. So what you're now going to do is you're going to continue on this pattern by doing 1 linked double crochet stitch per stitch. Then you're going to do the corner the exact same way as we just did, and then you're going to continue on all the way around until the first/last corner. I'll show you that one at the end. All right, now we have to do the first/last corner, but before we get there, I do want to point something out really quickly, and that is there should be 9 linked double crochet stitches in a row, excluding the corners. There's going to be this 1 stitch that is right after the corner, and sometimes because of the corner being, 4 stitches in a chain of 1, it can kind of get covered up a little bit. So be careful not to miss that one. There's a double crochet right here, and you should be going into that. This is just one example. This is all the way around. Okay. So I'm letting you know there's 9 linked double crochet stitches in a row between each corner. Okay, so that flat area between the corners. Now let's finish up the very last one. So again, you're going to make 2 linked double crochet stitches in the space that we already used in the very beginning. So you're just going to add 2 of them in there. So again, 2 linked double crochet stitches, a chain of 1, and you're going to slip stitch to the first stitch. And what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to cut my yarn so that way I don't have to let it hang down, because we're going to use it at the end again, and it's just going to be too much yarn being pulled up. So I'm going to cut my green and then start over with white. Okay, I just made a slip knot right here, and I'm going to weave in my green here at the same time as I'm going to crochet my white. So I made my white here. It's ready to go. You're going to insert your hook into the chain of 1 space. You're going to pull that loop through, make a chain of 1. That chain of 1 does not count as a stitch. It's just going to be a little easier to crochet your single crochet right over, and it's going to make it a little cleaner. Then you're going to make a single crochet stitch right in that same space. Remember, the chain of 1 does not count. You're now going to crochet 1 single crochet per stitch all the way until you hit the corner. Once you hit the corner, we're going to crochet something different. So I'll show you. So first we're going to crochet 1 single crochet per stitch. Remember, there are 2 linked double crochet stitches in each corner, so make sure you go into those. Okay, so here's the first one, and here's the second one. And now just keep going and crochet 1 single crochet per stitch until you hit the corner, and I'll show you what to do at the corner. All right, in the corner you're going to crochet 1 single crochet, a chain of 1, and another single crochet. So that's going to be how every corner is going to look like. So 1 single crochet, chain of 1, 1 single crochet. Okay, and then you're going to keep going crocheting 1 single crochet per stitch. Here's that corner again. Remember that there is a stitch right next to it. Don't miss that one. Okay, you're going to be off a stitch if you're going to miss that one. Happens to me all the time. So let's count for a second so you know exactly how many stitches there should be between the corners. So we made half a corner over here. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 single crochet stitches between each corner. So now go ahead and crochet all the way around, and I'll meet you back here to finish up this corner. Now let's get into the corner again. So the very last one is, it's going to be 1 single crochet and a chain of 1, and then you're going to slip stitch to the very first stitch that you made. Now you're going to drop your white. All right, we're going to switch to red now, but before we get there, we're going to add a few stitch markers. Now we're not going to need them right away, but it's going to help us later once we get back to white to not crochet into it. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Each side, excluding the chain of 1, is going to be 15 stitches, right? You're going to have 1 in each corner and then 13 in between. So we want to find the middle point. So what you're going to do is you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you hit the 8th stitch, you're going to take a stitch marker and you're going to add it to the front loop right there. Okay, and now you're going to do this on all 4 sides. So every time, start at the corner, one of the stitches, but not the chain of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the 8th stitch in the front loop, you're going to add a stitch marker. Do this all the way around. And then it's going to look like this. So you have 4 stitch markers all the way around. We're now going to switch to red. By the way, if you don't like the yarn is going to be carried, all you do is you're going to cut your yarn. In fact, I actually think the red is a little bit far. So I'm going to cut my yarn down here. And I'm going to make a slip knot over here, and I'm going to weave in my red later, and I'm going to start over with red now. So I'll make a slip knot, and we're going to go right into one of the corners, ideally where we finished, and you're going to go right into that chain of 1 space, which can be a little hard to see since it's a single crochet, but I'm sure you're going to be able to find it. Add your loop to your hook, pull through and make a chain of 1. Remember, the chain of 1 does not count. It's just going to hold it in place properly. And you're going to make a single crochet into that same space. Okay, so you have 1 single crochet right here. So from now on, unless you're in a corner, you're going to go into the back loop of all the stitches. Okay, so let me show you. So here is the first stitch right here. You're going to go into the back loop only, and you're going to crochet 1 single crochet stitch. So for every stitch you see, you're going to crochet 1 single crochet stitch in the back loop only. For now, ignore the stitch marker. We're going to need that once we come back to white. So just going to go into the back loop and crochet 1 single crochet in each stitch. Now once you hit the corner again, you're going to crochet what we did before. Okay, so 1 single crochet, chain of 1, and another single crochet, all in that same chain space. Now you're going to start over the way we just did. 1 single crochet in the back loop only per stitch, corner, and so forth. And then we're going to finish up the first corner together. All right, we now need to do our last corner, but before we get there, I want to remind you there are 15 single crochet in the back loop only per edge, obviously excluding the corner. The corner has 1 single crochet, chain of 1, and 1 single crochet. Now let's do the first / last corner. So there's 1 more single crochet right here, chain of 1, and a slip stitch to the first stitch. And in this case, I'm going to drop my yarn because I'm going to use it again in the following round. Not the next round, but the following after. So we're going to pick up our white again, and we're going to start in the corner. So you're going to make a chain of 1. Again, that does not count as a stitch. You're going to crochet 1 single crochet into the corner. So that is half the corner done. So once you have the corner done, you're going in the next stitch, back loop only, 1 single crochet. Okay, now you're going to crochet double crochet stitches from now on, but in the front loop. So I'm introducing you to Mosaic crochet. If you've never done this before, this is how this works. Single crochets are done in the back loop only, and then double crochet stitches are done in the same color, meaning you're going to go down 2 rows to the same color into the front loop. Okay, so let me show you. So the next stitch right here is technically in red. We're going to ignore it, and we're going to go down 2 rows, so 1, 2, into that front loop right here. Okay, I have my yarn over already. You're going to go into the front loop, maybe a little tight there in the corner, but you've got this. Pull up a loop and make your double crochet stitch. Okay, you're going to do this double crochet in the front loop only. It's also known as the Mosaic double crochet. You're going to do it until you hit the stitch marker. Wherever the stitch marker is, you're going to crochet a single crochet in the back loop only. Let me show you. So I'm going to do a few more of these Mosaic double crochet stitches, which are done in the front loop only, 2 rows down. And then right here is my stitch marker. Where my stitch marker is, I am not going to crochet a Mosaic double crochet stitch. I'm going to crochet a single crochet in a back loop only into that red stitch. Okay, now I'm going to keep going. I'm going to crochet Mosaic double crochet stitches, okay, into each stitch. There should be 7 Mosaic double crochet stitches. Once you hit 7 again, meaning 7 on each side of the stitch marker, you're going to crochet 1 single crochet in a back loop only, and then do the corner as you normally do. So meaning 1 single crochet, chain of 1, and another single crochet. Then the next stitch, we're going to start over the way we did over here. So 1 single crochet in the back loop only. This is the stitch right next to the corners piece. And then again, 7 Mosaic double crochet stitches, single crochet in the back loop only, right where that stitch marker is. 7 Mosaic double crochet stitches, 1 single crochet in the back loop only, corner, and repeat. And we're going to do the last corner together again. All right, so let's finish up the last. After you made your very last single crochet in the back loop only, you're going to do 1 more single crochet into that corner we already used, chain of 1, and slip stitch. Again, I like to do the invisible way, and drop your yarn, and you're going to pick up your red again. So insert your hook back into the same chain 1 space that you just made. Pull your loop through, chain of 1. Remember, that does not count as a stitch. And you're going to crochet 1 more single crochet in that same space. And now you're going to go into the next single crochet and going to crochet again in the back loop only. You're going to do this for every stitch until you hit the stitch right above the stitch marker. Okay, so 1 single crochet in the back loop only until right here, and I'll show you what to do right here. All right, once it looks like this, you're going to crochet right here a Mosaic double crochet to the red leftover front loop right here. Okay, so it's a double crochet 2 rows down to the red into the front loop right here. So it's also known as the Mosaic double crochet, as I said before. So now you're going to repeat what we just did. So single crochet in the back loop only until you hit the corner. And once you hit the corner, you're going to do again 1 single crochet, chain of 1, and 1 single crochet. So there should be 9 single crochets in the back loop only on either side of the Mosaic double crochet stitch, and the corners, of course. So do this all the way around, and I'll meet you back here at the very beginning. All right, now we're going to go into the last or first stitch again, and 1 single crochet, chain of 1, and the slip stitch. Go back into the same chain space and pull up your white, chain of 1, and a single crochet in the same space. In the next stitch, you're going to crochet 1 single crochet in the back loop only. And now we're going to repeat kind of what we did before down here, okay? But this time, And we're going to crochet again, mosaic double crochet stitches in white, and we're going to go down, okay, 2 rows down just like we done before. So into those front loops, we're going to crochet mosaic double crochet stitches. And you're going to do this for 7 stitches. So there should be 7 mosaic double crochet stitches in a row. So like this. You're now going to do in the next 5 stitches, so that means 2 in front of this one and 2 after, so 5 in total, single crochet in the back loop only, then 7 mosaic double crochet stitches again, okay, 1 single crochet in the back loop only and the corner. So I'll do this part and then I'll show you the corner part again. So 1 single crochet in the back loop only for 5 stitches, now 7 mosaic double crochet stitches, then 1 single crochet in the back loop only, and now it's the corner. Into the corner you're going to do what we've done before, 1 single crochet, chain of 1, 1 single crochet. Now you're going to repeat what we just did all the way around, and then I'll meet you back here at the first/last corner. All right, you're going to finish up the corner as you've done before, meaning 1 single crochet, chain of 1 and slip stitch, and make a big loop to let the white hang down. Pick up the red and make a chain of 1. And again, we're going to make 1 single crochet in the same space. And now we're going to crochet 1 single crochet in the back loop only in every white stitch that is right here until we hit this center piece right there. Okay, so let's do that. So 1 single crochet per stitch in the back loop only in every stitch until we reach that area. So that should be, excluding the corner, 9 single crochets in the back loop only. Now you're going to crochet 5 mosaic double crochet stitches in red, so going down to the front loop. So you're just going to crochet double crochet stitches into that front loop, so there's 5 in a row. Now you're going to crochet again 9 single crochets in the back loop only. Then into the corner you're going to crochet 1 single crochet, chain of 1 and 1 single crochet. Now you're going to repeat this all the way around, and remember to finish up with 1 single crochet, chain of 1 and slip stitch in the corner before switching back to white. All right, once you switched back over to white and made a chain of 1, we're going to make a single crochet in the same space, 1 single crochet in the back loop only in the next stitch. Now you're going to crochet mosaic double crochet stitches again. So going down to the front loop and making double crochet stitches. So from white to white. And you're going to crochet 8 in a row. So you're going to stop one before the red ones started. So 8 mosaic double crochets in a row. Now you're going to crochet 1 single crochet in the back loop only for 7 stitches. And now you're going to do the mirror image of what you did over here. So again, 8 mosaic double crochet stitches in a row, 1 single crochet in the back loop only. And now we're in the corner again. So the corners are done the same way as always. So 1 single crochet, chain of 1 and 1 single crochet. Now you're going to repeat what we just did over here all the way around. Remember to finish up in the back here, 1 single crochet, chain of 1 and slip stitch back in the same corner as you started out with. Then switch back to red. All right, let's go into the next round. So I have my red ready to go, and I'm going to crochet 1 single crochet into the corner. And now we're going to crochet again 1 single crochet in the back loop only in the next stitch and into all the stitches until you hit this area. And then I'm going to show you what to do right here. So continue on crocheting 1 single crochet in the back loop only. Now you're going to crochet 3 mosaic double crochet stitches, 1 single crochet in the back loop only, and then 3 mosaic double crochet stitches again. That will finally turn this little piece into a heart. So let me show you. So 3 mosaic double crochet stitches in a row. then 1 single crochet in the back loop only, that would be in the white, and then again 3 mosaic double crochet stitches in red, and now we're going to repeat what we did over here. And so that means we're going to do 10 single crochets in the back loop only in a row, so 1 per stitch. Then we're going to crochet the corner as we always do, 1 single crochet, chain of 1, and 1 single crochet. Now you're going to repeat what you just did all the way around. Remember to finish up the corner with 1 single crochet, chain of 1, and a slip stitch. Then switch back to white. All right, let's go into the next round. I cut my red because I'm done with red. So for white, we're going to do 1 more round of mosaic double crochet. So I have my chain of 1, again, doesn't count as a stitch, and I'm going to crochet 1 single crochet in the corner and 1 single crochet in the back loop only in the next stitch. Now you're going to crochet mosaic double crochet stitches in every stitch until you hit the red mosaic double crochet stitches. That would be 10 mosaic double crochet stitches in a row. So again, you're just going to go down here to the front loop and you're going to crochet a double crochet right on top. So 10 in a row. Now you're going to crochet 3 single crochets in the back loop only, then 1 mosaic double crochet down, 3 single crochets in the back loop only, and then again 10 mosaic double crochet stitches in a row. Then 1 single crochet in the back loop only, and now the corner again. So 1 single crochet, chain of 1, and 1 single crochet. Now you're going to repeat this all the way around. Remember to finish up the first corner with 1 single crochet, chain of 1, and slip stitch. Then you can cut your yarn, and we're going to do 1 more round of green. Once you're done, it's going to look like this. So you have 4 little hearts right here and a cute little circle in the center. But we're now going to repeat our green part 1 more time all the way around. So wherever you have your white finished, so insert your hook again into the chain space that you had. Pull your green through. We're literally going to repeat the same row again that we did down here. So that means we're going to make a chain of 2 right into that corner. You're going to make linked double crochet stitches all the way around. So insert it into the first chain made, pull up a loop, go into the chain space again, pull up a loop, and finish it up like a double crochet stitch. Now again, insert it into that horizontal bar, pull up a loop, go into the same chain space again, pull up a loop, finish it up like a double crochet. That is our half corner finish. So just like we did down here, we're literally repeating what we did down here. So let me summarize. You're now going to do linked double crochet stitches in every stitch until you hit the corner, and I'll show you how to do the corner 1 more time. So let me continue doing linked double crochet stitches in every stitch. By the way, you're going through both loops now, not just 1 loop, so both loops all the way until the corner. All right, so once you hit the corner, which is now for me, you're going to do what we've done before. So again, linked double crochet stitches, 2 of them into the corner. Then a chain of 1, then a regular double crochet stitch. Now we're going to start connecting the next linked double crochet back to the first regular one. So right here is like this slightly diagonal loop. Pull up a loop after you inserted your hook, then go into the same stitch, pull up a loop, and finish it up like a linked double crochet stitch. So now you have 5 stitches technically in a corner. So 2 linked double crochet stitches, chain of 1, regular double crochet stitch, and a linked double crochet stitch. Now you're going to continue on with just linked double crochet stitches all the way around. Do the corner as we just did and finish it up with a slip stitch at the very end after you finished the first corner with 2 more linked double crochet stitches. So let me finish up and I'll show you how it looks like. And once you're done, it's gonna look like this. All you gotta do is weave in your ends now and block your little Afghan. So that way you have 12 times 12 inches and you're ready to go to move on to the next Afghan square. If you enjoyed learning about linked crochet as well as mosaic crochet, you may want to check out some additional tutorials on my website, nikkishomemade.crafts.com. I even have some linked crochet and mosaic crochet ebooks for you if you want to explore more patterns. There is a bunch of them in an ebook that includes video tutorials. Now that you've finished your square, it's time for you to give the video a thumbs up. Of course, leave a comment down below. Share the video with your crochet besties. I'm sure they want to make one too. And join the Moogly crochet along to make an entire Afghan with a lot of different squares. You just finished square 20. Be sure to remember to check out the written instructions for this pattern down below as well. Hit the bell to get a notification next time I publish a video or go live, and I'll see you all the next time. Until then, bye-bye!